Good evening, hi. Welcome to another edition of Mike's Fun Page Beer Review. Now, this is the first of the beer review videos that I'm making. I want to start with a beer that I drink on a regular basis, so, I'm kind of familiar with it. However, I don't usually drink it out of a glass. But in order to do a proper beer review, I figured, I'd go dig through the cabinet, rinse out one of these 7-ounce Pilsner glasses, I believe is what it is, and give it a try. Alright, well, this beer is probably pretty common to most people. It's Busch, 12-ounce can. It's an Anheuser-Busch product. Says on here, natural aging, natural carbonation. Cold as a mountain stream, smooth as its name. So, it's just an advertising slogan that they tend to use on these ingredients. Brewed from water, obviously. Barley, malt, cereal grains, hops, and yeast. Born on date, this can says here August 26, 2010, so this stuff's pretty fresh. We're in September, I think 5th or 6th, I believe it's the 5th. So this stuff's pretty fresh. A lot of people I've seen make comments on this beer saying it's pretty shitty, cheap. It is on a lower scale of beer. I've drank plenty of beers over my life, and this is probably one of the ones on the cheaper end, but we're gonna give it a shot here. See how this review goes. When it comes to beer, I'm pretty good at distinguishing, what's good and what's not. So let's give it a go. I believe this here is 4.5, maybe 4.6 alcohol by volume, which isn't in a regular beer standard. That's probably right around and run of the mill about what your Budweisers and your cheaper beers, Milwaukee's Best, are all around that same 4.5 to 4.8 range. Well, coloring strawish, extremely filtered. There's a ton of carbonation in it. You can see the bubbles rising through the glass. It's got, for a cheap beer, on the lower end, it's got a decent head on it. It's pretty clear. You can see right through that glass. It's still bubbling. Look at that carbonation. The first reaction that I get from smelling this is you can just smell the cereal grains, and it's more of probably of a corn smell. I know a lot of these American adjunct lagers, they tend to cut them with either corn or rice, but this definitely has corn in it. You can just smell it. It's really all you get. It's almost like a cheaper 40 style beer, maybe a not quite as strong as a malt liquor, but you kind of get that cheap aroma. If this was 50 degrees or 60 degrees, this would taste like crap, but it's cold. It's been in the fridge. It's probably about 40 degrees, maybe 38 to 40 degrees, so it's pretty cold. We're going to give it a try. In a minute here, let's see what else I can I mean, it says select hops. I mean, I don't smell any, but we'll give it a shot and see. Well, yeah, you can taste the corn, definitely. And it's just really, really carbonated. I mean, compared to like, I mean, Budweiser's on the lower scale of the beer spectrum. And this is like a carbonated, corn-ridden Budweiser is what it tastes like. It's like super grainy and corn. It's like grain and corn is what I taste mostly. I mean, the person that selected the hops for this thing must have his arms missing because I don't taste any hop at all on this. I mean, it says right here on the can, hops and yeast. Now I taste the yeast. You can taste that light bready yeast flavor, but I mean, I just ain't feeling the hops in this thing. I mean, overall, I mean, we'd say like, I mean, if you want to use an A to F scale to grade this beer, I mean, I would have to say a C minus. I mean, if I'm giving it, it's good to drink, maybe with like something, you know, at a dinner table. But if you're up drinking at night, unless you're, you know, on a lower scale of income wise, I mean, this isn't really a beer that you're gonna want to, you know, buy just to drink. I mean, it'll get you drunk if you drink a lot of it, but I mean, I wouldn't really say, hey, you know, this beer's good, because it just tastes like a plain, cheap, you know, adjunct American lager. There's really nothing much to it. Very clear, but hey, you know. Yeah, that's Busch. Not really much to it. I mean, it's a beer. I'll finish off the rest of this real quick. I mean, it's just, you drink it and it's just overloaded with carbonation. I mean, if you like carbonated beer, it's just, I mean, all beer has carbonation in it, but if you like an overly carbonated beer, this is it. Busch. Yeah, that's what makes it smooth, the carbonation. I guess that's why it's smooth as its name. But you know, it's got a lot in common with a mountain stream. It's like water. I mean, look at that. That's Busch. Thanks for watching.